So if you've ordered your bees from a beekeeper, he's probably going to have them in a corflute box like this, and it's going to be sealed up. It's got to have a bit of a vent on the lid. It's going to have some tape to hold the roof down, a little door to keep the ladies in so as that they haven't escaped. But one thing I've noticed with beekeeping, doesn't matter how hard we try, there's always a few that manage to run away. So I suggest you put your suit on before you pick up your box. But now, just for the fun of it, we've actually got some splits that we've done ourselves, so they're in our own wooden nuke box. I just thought I'd explain that when you go to pick up your nuke from probably a reputable beekeeper, he's going to have them in a corflute box. He's going to charge you 25 bucks for that box on top of the bees. I think you can get a bit of a refund if you happen to buy some more from him, but hell, maybe not. So it just depends on who he is, but because that's what these things cost, 25 bucks to put the thing together, so he's not making any money out of that. Now, I'll put this out the way and I'll go and get our nuke that we're going to pop in our box, and we'll show you how to go about it. Well, we've got our smoker smoking, we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to get our ladies and we're going to pop them in their new home. Ha! It's all happening. All of a sudden we're beekeepers. Oh, it's bloody heavy. Here's our little nucleus colony that's got itself organised. She's ready to go in a big box. We're just going to place our nuke by the front of the hive. Oh, well. Obviously this is reasonably early in the morning or late at night. So around about this point you're going to start feeling like a real beekeeper. So you've got your smoker, got your hive tool. I like these long hive tools, they're really cool. They just give you a bit more leverage because I'm a bit weak. You've got your spare frames that you're going to pop into your big box. You're going to, like, this is a 10 frame box. Generally your nukes are about 5 frames, 4 frames, 5 frames, just depends on where you get them from. So you're going to have enough to fill up your box with frames. And you're going to transfer your live bees into your bee box. So then all of a sudden you become a beekeeper instead of a keeper of boxes. So I reckon the first thing you should do is just give the front of your box a little puff. And you just want to lift the nuke lid just a little bit. Just a little puff of smoke underneath there. Don't get too carried away. Just enough to calm them down. Take the lid off your original box. Well, not your original box. Take the lid off your new box. And you pop your 3 frames on the side. Don't fill the box up completely because you're going to have to put when you've got frames full of bees, you want a bit of room to move. So you don't want to fill this box full of your new frames. You can do that after you've got it loaded up. And all we got to do is gently take our lid off. Now, one thing to remember when you're beekeeping is everything's just calm down. Just take it easy, take it slow. Just don't make lots of banging noises. Don't take the lid off and throw it away and make all sorts of excitement. Just nice and gentle. Everything's about relaxed. And this is your little hive mat. Shake your bees into your box so they're all, just to make sure you don't lose the queen. That's a good start. And just a little bit more smoke on them. So don't forget you're going to need your extra frames sitting out here. This is actually a 6 frame nuke box. Quite often they're only 5 frames, but that's here nor there. I just like to have them a bit bigger. It makes them a bit stronger when you transfer them. Just give them a bit more smoke, make them feel relaxed. Normally I try to get the 2nd frame from the outside, just it saves it being stuck to the wall. But in a nuke box it's normally not really a big issue, but it's a good practice to start learning right from the get-go. So you just want to push your frames apart a little bit like that. That's what your flat edge is for, and your little hooky piece, well, that's to actually get underneath the edge of your frame and lift it up. And just pop your finger under there. So you got a bit of leverage, and then lift the other one, nice and gentle. And that's what you want to see. It's a nice brood like that, beautiful. Got a little bit of honey around the edge. Got some nice young larvae in there. Looking very nice. There's even the queen. So that's our boss lady, so we'll pop her in there and make sure she's safe. Try not to lose your queen, that's an epic fail right from the start. And that'll be a honey frame, I would think. So we got some nice honey. So they got plenty of food. So we're going to put that towards the outside. Now you can put the honey frame a bit further away from the brood nest, because hopefully they're going to expand, obviously in your box here, they're going to expand. But you want to keep all your brood in the same together, because they got to keep each other warm. Just be a bit gentle, because everybody's a little bit disturbed after they've been rattled up the road. There's another really nice brood frame. So you've got yourself a nice pattern around here. Got a little bit of honey around the edge. She's filling that in really nicely. A few hatched out larvae that have come out of there. I reckon that looks pretty jolly good to me. That's a good starter for hive. So shortly, anytime soon, all that brood's going to hatch out and you're going to have an explosion population of bees working for you. We won't know where to look. So that's 2 frames of brood. Just lever them apart a little bit. So you're just going to put your hook under the edge to get it started, to lift your frame up. Go to the other end. Like I said, try not to bang and rattle and carry on and do all that happens when you're beekeeping. You just take it nice and steady. Just have a look, make sure you haven't got any disease. Surely you shouldn't have just bought a nuke, but anyway, anything's possible. You got some nice young larvae laying around the edge here, which is good. So we'll just pop number 3 in, which is looking good. She's a nice, healthy queen, doing a good job. And we'll just give a little bit of smoke on these girls so they can get out the way. Push them towards yourself. Lift that out nice and gentle. And that's another frame of brood. So what was that? 4 frames of brood in this box, which is very nice. The bees look happy, the brood looks nice and uniformed. There's a nice bit of honey that's stored up. And as a general rule, your 2 outside frames are probably honey, which is probably what this one is. Feels like honey. Yep, that's coming up. So that's all nicely capped honey. Look at that. Woo. Now it's going to depend what time of year that you're actually placing your nucleus colony in your bee box, because you can do what's called a checkerboard, which is you put a fresh frame in between all those brood frames. Personally, when you're starting out, I wouldn't do that. I would just keep all the girls together in a nice, because they're going to try and keep all those babies warm, and they're going to want to keep all huddled up there together. So if you just put some fresh frames either side of the brood that you just placed in, they'll work across to them. And your honey on the outside, these are the 2 honey frames right on the outside, are going to give you a nice insulation from the temperature from the outside world. And the ladies have got room to expand. And look at that. It's as easy as that to become a beekeeper. Goodness gracious. Pop them all in there. Now there's going to be a few bees left in your box. So obviously there's a few bees left in your box. So you want to just tap them down to the end of the box so they're all in the same spot. And just tip them into your new box. Now if they're not up on a stand, you can tip them out the front. As long as you've found the queen and you've got that all organised, it's all good. Now the ladies will get a bit excited when you do that. They're all trying to reorientate to where they want to live. You're going to have some bees in the lid of the nuke box, so you want to tap them off as well. Now you don't need to get carried away, banging too hard, you're just a little tap. Cool, now we've got our ladies in the box, which is looking beautiful. Now we want to put a hive mat on top of the ladies. Now a hive mat needs to be made of basically something that they can't eat easy. So don't jolly put paper up here, or I don't know, maybe even cardboard isn't ideal because it's soft and it'll get wet and they'll chew it up and it just makes another job for them. The idea of the hive mat is to stop the condensation dripping off of your roof, and also distracts them from building in the roof so easily. But also sometimes when you're working and there is honey in the roof, you can scrape it off and sit it on here, and then they can feed it back to themselves and it doesn't run all through the jolly hive, which is not what they want. So we're going to put our lid on. Just make sure you don't crush everybody. So we're just going to get them out the way. So you want to have a spot where you can place your lid down, and you just want to slide it across so you're not crushing too many. And these old clips will do the trick. Get out the way, girls. There we go. We'll hold the roof down so they won't get blown to bits. So now all we have to do is wait until they fill this box full of brood and honey stores, and then we'll put our super on. Now there's some conjecture about queen excluders, and we'll cover that in the next episode. If you're enjoying this journey and you're getting to learn something about beekeeping, heck, we would really appreciate it if you went down to the Patreon support part of this web pagey thingamajig and clicked on there and support us to help us spread the news about how to look after and love bees and do the right thing by them. Without bees, you don't get to eat apples and pears and cherries and almonds and all sorts of other cool stuff. So it's a great hobby to have. Bees are important, you're important, we're trying to share the love, so help us share the love.